Okay, hello everyone. Today we're going to be doing a quick recap of chapters 1 through 6 of Restart by Gordon Korman. This is for the 7th grade curriculum. So we're going to start with a quick overview of chapters 1 through 6. And so we see in chapter 1 that Chase Ambrose wakes up from an accident with amnesia after he fell off of his roof. He then struggles to remember his past and his reputation. And then he has new encounters with students to shows that people feel mixed feelings about him. And then he has to re-meet characters like Brennan, Shoshana, and Bear. And then he kind of starts to question who he was before the accident and whether or not he liked that person, right? If he likes who he used to be. So our key characters are going to be Chase Ambrose, which is our main character with memory loss. He is our protagonist of our story. Brennan Espinoza, which is one of the targets of Chase's past bullying. Shoshana Weber, who is angry about Chase's past actions, and we see through the text that Chase used to bully her younger brother Joel. Bear and Aaron are Chase's old childhood friends and troublemakers. So they were, Chase was Alpha Rat, Bear was Beta Rat, and Aaron was Gamma Rat, in Shoshana's perspective. And then Mr. Solway, which is a resident at the Assisted Living Center, where Chase, Bear, and Aaron were assigned to community service. Mr. Solway is also a Korean War veteran. So our emerging themes throughout this story are identity, right? So Chase must rediscover who he is. We also see redemption. Can Chase change things for the better? We also see friendship and loyalty, true friends versus toxic relationships, and then bullying, the impact of past actions on others. Key events, important events throughout this story is obviously Chase's accident and his memory loss, his returning to school and facing classmates, his encounters with Brennan and Shoshana, then his volunteer work at the Assisted Living Center, and then starting to form more positive connections. Obviously, this is not all that has happened throughout Restart, but this is just, like I said, a good recap of the first 6 chapters. Okay, so discussion questions. How would you feel if you couldn't remember your past? Right? And then do you think Chase deserves a second chance? Why or why not? What do you think motivates Brennan and Shoshana's reactions to Chase? And which event so far do you think will have the biggest impact later? And with these, I don't want you to think surface level, right? That goes with anything. I want you to think deeper and put yourself in these characters' shoes. And that is pretty much the end of our chapters 1 through 6 recap. But if you look in Google Classroom, you will see a review activity. In Google Classroom, I have posted pre-assigned groups, and in these groups I want you to create a short skit or a comic strip showing a key scene from chapters 1 through 6. Be sure to show the emotions of the characters and how Chase is changing, and then we'll share with the class to compare perspectives. There is a Dropbox in Google Classroom. And that is the end of our review. I hope to see the rest of you soon.